Hey, thanks for joining me today at AndrewCarsonIllustration.com.
And we're coming in with sketch tutorial number 11 this week. 11 tutorials. Wow. These are starting to add up. Wow, this week we have the eye of the elephant, you guys. This was a 1 hour project. I cut it off at an hour, and it works out to an 8.5 minute video here for you. Supply lists and supplemental files are available on my Patreon site and on my website at AndrewCarsonIllustration.com. And let's just get started here. We're kind of flying elephants here. Put them on the side, and let's get started. All right, so I'm beginning the way I begin all of these projects. I'm just getting some lines down and getting some basic proportions and trying to get a sense of placement, all the main shapes that are on here. And I picked this one because it was so full of folds and like random patterns and things. I felt like there's a lot of similarity between the sorts of folds that you see in this elephant's face and the kinds of things that you might see in, say, fabric or curtains or clothing. As you bend and move your arms and legs and things, the fabric that makes up your clothing is very similar to the way that these sorts of folds work on the elephant too. You'll find they kind of work through similar rules. Worth noting here that all of these folds and wrinkles are not random. There's sort of a rhythm to them, kind of a flow that's really similar to the sorts of things you might find when you're moving your arm and the fabric in your shirt is like moving with your arm, and there's like a pattern to it and a certain symmetry to it actually too. Even though it looks random and lots of strange folds going in all sorts of different directions, they're still anchored from a central place. And you'll find that all these folds that we're looking at here are similar. They're just conveying the way that this elephant's face actually moves and has moved throughout its life. I'm starting to work out bigger shadow patterns on the face of this elephant now. I've gotten some charcoal down on the page, and now I can just start to add to it and strengthen some of those shadows that are there, those deeper shadows. Introducing some background value there really pops out your form. I'm using the eraser to smudge and to accent lights so that the brightest points of each of these folds has some indication that light's falling on it. Oh, here I realized that my picture was actually taller than the original, so I realized I needed to kind of mirror the frame of the original image so that I could capture all the information the right way. Keep reinforcing. Add, take away. And now I'm using denser charcoal here to reinforce those darker pockets. This will stay on the page more than the vines do. So I'm reaching a point where I'm more sure about how these folds are supposed to go. Gone far enough with the push and pull of those vine charcoals to be able to put down something more permanent with the denser charcoal now. Using the denser, darker charcoal on to make those borders actually really just brings focus to this image, and I find that that's really a useful tool sometimes. Bringing in some white charcoal now for some highlights. Always useful. Just kind of finishing them up now here. Goes without saying that you can keep going. I would encourage each of you guys to try this actually, just to see where you take it. You don't have to stop it at an hour. I just decided it was time, and for me it was. But for you guys, go as long as you're comfortable. It'll let you know when it's done. It'll be looking back at you and going, you know what, I'm done. Thanks. And there you are. I have an elephant. Thanks so much for checking out the vid, and stay tuned next week. We'll be doing birds, and there's a Gandalf the Grey coming up too. More after that. Thanks for stopping in, you guys. Be well. See you next time.